Welcome back. And as promised, joining us right now is the Facebook head of Libra. He is our special guest from Menlo Park, California, David Marcus. And David, it's great to have you on the program this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So the Wall Street Journal has been reporting that you've been working on this digital currency for over a year. Can you tell us about Libra and what you're unveiling this morning?
Well, we are unveiling our plans for a new type of blockchain, one that can actually scale to meet the demands of billions of people that we ultimately want to serve when it launches at some point next year. A new cryptocurrency, which, unlike other cryptocurrencies, is not volatile. So it's not an investment asset. It's designed from the ground up to be a medium of exchange, a great form of digitally native currency. And all of that is actually going to be governed by a non-for-profit association that is going to be managed by its members. And we're starting with 27 other companies this journey. And hopefully by the time this network goes live, over 100 different global organizations that will help manage and govern this new network and this new currency. And then on the other side of that, which the association is something that will just be one of many governing. We will have a digital wallet called Libra that will both be a standalone app, but also be embedded in WhatsApp and Messenger, so that anyone can on-ramp and off-ramp to this new digital currency and pay one another across the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, this network of companies that you've already got on board. Can you explain to us why Libra is better or might be better than what's on the market already, like, for example, Bitcoin?
Well, I think two differences. So first of all, the companies, the reason that we couldn't go alone here is because if you want to build an internet of money or a protocol for value on the existing internet, this is not something that should be controlled by one company. It should be controlled and governed, as a public good, the same way the internet is. So eventually we'll get there. But to start, we had to ensure that this was governed by a number of institutions and global organizations and not by Facebook. And then, to your question on how different it is than Bitcoin, I think, the first thing is Bitcoin today, I see it as an investment asset that's decorrelated from all kinds of different investment assets, but it's not a great medium of exchange today because, good currency is actually very stable, and Bitcoin is volatile, which is, its feature if you're looking at it from an investment standpoint. The other difference is the network on top of which Libra will run. And this blockchain is designed from the ground up to be able to process thousands of transactions per second eventually, so meeting the demands from potentially billions of people that will end up, hopefully one day, using this new network and asset.
So David, answer the critics, because obviously Facebook has faced plenty of criticism over privacy concerns, privacy breaches. That's the business model, selling people's data to advertising. So is that going to be addressed now that money is involved? How do you square the circle on this and get people's trust, given the fact that there's been a breach of trust in the last couple of years?
Well, that's a really good question, and obviously something we've thought about for a very long time. So first and foremost, to use Libra, you will not need to use a Facebook product if you don't want to. There will be plenty of wallets offering similar services than Libra will offer, so you can choose whatever wallet you want. And by the way, all the wallets will be interoperable with one another because they'll run on top of the same network. So if we want people to trust us with this new service, we'll have to basically deserve their trust. And the way that we are doing this is that we've created this separate entity that is going to be a regulated entity, Libra, and we heard people loud and clear. They don't want their financial data commingled with their social data, and they certainly don't want their financial data being used for ad targeting and all these things. And so that's what we're doing. Basically, Facebook Inc. will not have access to financial financial data that you'll have inside of Libra. So we're clearly separating things, and we've created a lot of competition on this network that we've helped start.
Yeah, real quick, is this an effort by Facebook to diversify the business, given the issues on the privacy breach side?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the beginning of your question.
Is this your effort to diversify the business, given the fact that you've faced such criticism over the privacy breaches? You know, you look at some of your early investors, like a Roger McNamee, right? He was such a fan and remains a huge investor. But he'll say, he's been on this program and said, look, this is the company's business model, and there's nowhere to go. I mean, this is what they do. So is this your effort to diversify the revenue stream, to broaden out, so you're not married to that revenue stream only, selling people's data to advertisers?
Well, first of all, let me just defend our business model for a second, because I think it's a great business model, actually, and I don't think that the business model is the issue here. First of all, we're not selling data to advertisers, and the ability for us to actually run ads on the platform is the way we offer the service for free to billions of people around the world. This is the way that 90 million small businesses are actually growing their businesses, because they have an ability to reach new customers, and it powers the economy of small businesses around the world. So the business model at Facebook is not the issue. I think that there are a number of things that we should have done better over the past few years, but you've seen that we've invested and we're continuing to invest a great deal to improve with those things. And now with this new network, we're even going a step further, which is basically relinquishing a lot of our governance and a lot of our influence over this network that we've helped create, to create a level playing field and basically, compete with others.
Yeah, well, it certainly is a hot spot. David, great to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.